Welcome back, guys, and this is my third video of exploring Roblox, and this is the math obby, or it's called the math obby. I'll leave a link to it in the description, just like with all the other videos / games. And in this game, you basically just do math to pass stages. I'm surprised so many people are playing this game. It is pretty interesting. I will not say my math out loud, but I will say the answer to the problem out loud. Okay, I will get started. And why is there an 8 on the ground? So, my guess is the answer to this first stage, well, this isn't the first stage. It looks like this thing saves your stages, by the way, because I've played this game before and noticed the 8 on the ground, which must mean that this is stage 8. So it must save where you start and end. So I started on stage 1 and slowly worked my way here. So just remember that for if you play the math obby. But the answer to this question is 30, and I'll tell you why. Is because we do math sort of place by place, so you would take the 10, so just imagine that you have a 0 here and a 0 here. You take both 10s and you add them together, and you would get 20, so you would take this 10 and this 10, and add them and you would get 20. Then you would take the 6 and the 4, drop them down, and subtract 1 from the 6 and add it to the 4, and you would end up with 2 5s, which was 2 5s plus each other. It's 10, and when you add 20 plus 10 you get 30, and that is my answer. And we will see if the game says we're right, and it looks like we're right, and we're on to the next stage. Now we're on level 9. And the answer to this one is 34, because you have 10 plus 10, which is 20 again, and then inside this 9, if you subtract 4, you have a 5, which gets us to 30, but then you still have 4 remaining, and you just add that back in and you get 34. And then you can just pass on through to our next level, and as you can see, it's sort of repetitive. It's sort of the same thing over and over again. This is sort of something you do on a day off when you have nothing to do, sort of game. Or if you want to improve your math skills. As you can see, I failed on the parkour though. See if I can make it the second time. There we go. And this one's an easy one. You guys can guess that one. There we go. And now I'm back to the hub. This game has this beautiful hub. And when you spawn here, you decide which sort of math type to do, because I don't know the scientific name of these basic parts of math. So I started on addition, so I guess I'll go on to subtraction for the rest of the video. And subtraction is almost always harder, at least for me. For some people it is not. We're going to start us off with an easy one. This is clearly 2. Yeah. I don't know what these strange numbers mean on the pads. They're almost random, because if you saw, the number on the pad back there was different than the number on the pad here. Yes. And the reason the answer to that problem was that, let me see if I can go backwards to the problem, is because when you subtract 5 from 9, you have a 4 remaining. The reason it took me so long is that I was thinking about when we were on the addition thing, and we did like the 29 minus the other thing that got to the 4 remaining to open the door. I was using a reference. This game's actually pretty enjoyable, even though you're doing math. Now we just need to get someone to try and speedrun it and do it the fastest. Show off their math skills. And this one is 6 because the 10 in the 10's place erases the 10 over here, and then you're just left with 7 and 1. And the 7 minus the 1 is 6. If you guys don't know about place by place addition and subtraction, then that might be confusing. Some people don't do math like that. Sometimes they do like the whole entire number at once. It actually took me a really long time to figure out how to do math place by place. I'm gonna try and give it a guess. Yeah, so it's 5. So 13 minus 8 must be 5. Once again, this is a similar thing where you have the 23 minus this 18, and instead of being minus the whole 18, you take the 10 and subtract it out of the 20, which is 10. Now you have 13 minus 8, which is 5. I'm not going to explain why it's 5, because it's actually even really hard for me, so I just guessed this 5. have to make it through these sticks. And now we're on to a fairly easy one, thankfully. Not too much thinking. And this one, of course, is 25. Boy, how? It lies to me. I get everyone right to here. Ah. Never mind, it's 15, I'm sorry. They just put that 25 there to try us. Like our math teachers. They just want us to suffer. So remember, whenever there's a 25 and a 15 next to each other on a quiz, you just gotta watch out. Double check your math. This one's 23. And I think I'm gonna end the video once I get up here. I'm pretty sure this is episode 3 of exploring Roblox. If this was episode 4 and it wasn't episode 3, you can't blame me. I do these all in one shot. I hope you all have a great day. And I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.